Hey, we're back. Oh my goodness, this feels good. It feels good to be back. Oh my God, look at this. Oh wow. Oh, goodness gracious, we're starting to get constructed. It's starting to come together, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. I'm getting ready. I'm getting pumped. I am so ready for me and Duck. Me and the ducky. Me and the duck. Oh yeah, playing some wonderful Plan B. Oh boy, it's gonna be awesome fun and stuff like that. As soon as I can figure out how to get the dang game thing to come up. Because again, we've had a lot of issues today. I've been trying not to have problems, but the game been hating me, and then I've been trying to hate the game, and the game can hate me worse. So here we go. We got that all switched over, and shish-kabam, boop! Oh, look at that. There she goes. Now we're good as rain, ready to rock on another one of the adventures. Now, I think we're getting pretty close to the end, to be honest. We've moved on to the wonderfulness. And at this point, the big thing is to continue to improve our wonderful area. But I think we're very close. Oh, what the? What the? Oh my God, our save game is gone. What in the hell? Oh guys, I have absolutely no idea what happened here. Oh my God. Our saved game is gone. How the frick is that possible? Hold on, let me look here, guys. I just noticed this. I love it. Everything happens right on stream. It's like when something's gonna go wrong, it's gonna happen right on stream. And I thought to myself, no, that won't happen to me. I'm gonna be above that. Well, I was wrong. Good God, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that Plan B is gone. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Well, this is just... none of this is good. There's nothing good at all around this entire thing. This is all bad news. It appears to me, and I am no expert, but it appears to me that it's very possible that it's gone. I'm not seeing the save data here. It took hours and hours to get where we at. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's try to reboot it one more time and see if it possibly comes up. I just don't want to believe it's gone. You know what I mean? I know that it probably is, and it's looking like that. But oh my God. Well, I suppose we could take a break for a little while from it and move on to something else, because we could just go back. What we'll do is we'll go back to the other one. We'll update everything, and we'll just do that for now. So I will be right back, and I can't believe on stream this happened, but you know, that's what happens. So I'm going to switch the games over real quick here, right? Be right back, guys. All righty, I'm back. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened to that save. It's unfortunate, but you know what? We know a lot about Plan B Terraform now, and I don't think it'll take us that long to get back where we were. Let's finish up, though, this wonderful game of The Pale Beyond with me and the duck. Let's jump right into this hot little puppy. It's going to be one amazing game. I can just, it's turning and changing, and there's a lot of me fighting it because, the history point, it gets really weird. I mean, it even got the alcohol point. I thought whiskey froze. That's just -10. Oh, my goodness gracious. I mean, I live here in Wisconsin, and, there's a few things that I do know. And if one thing I do know it is, if I know anything, it's that my hair's all messed up. But no, I know when whiskey freezes. For sure. And so the game has that kind of part a little bit off and stuff like that. But let's just jump right into it. Me and the duck, let's finish this up and see where it goes, okay? Let's jump her on in there. Hopefully you guys are having an absolute fabulous night. So here we are. We're on this boat right now. We got one person wounded, which is a little bit problematic. You can see our decorum right here. 76, and then there's the food. Now we need to get some more food. That's the primary thing here on this week 5 is to get some food. So I'm going to come out here and kind of see. So over here we've got something we could get. We could sign the amount to gain many animals and resource items, and we could probably get something out there as I go. Now we've got this guy, Tolson Tucker Higgs, who got wounded basically when he was trying to get into the steamer, which was problematic, and that was a little bit of a problem. But what I'm going to think is I'm going to send on this thing, we have sailors, engineers, specialists, and the specialists are apparently all deployed doing things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send maybe one scout on this expedition right here, and we'll send primarily goodness gracious, so we can't do any of those. Let's send 2 guys on that one. We'll send them to get that. So -5 available dogs. We've got 9 left. Cavity, Runt, Dawes, and Quillowy were knocked down for the hunt this week. So we've got them going that direction, which is good. I'm out here. I'm going to need instantly assign instantly. Okay, so let's instantly find out what's out there. Okay, so there's a seal. Okay, so this is good. We're going to do that whole thing. We're going to assign the group. We need definitely some food instantly. I'm going to send primarily 1 and 2. And we'll send 1 more of those. There we go. So -3 available, -3 there. And we got 1 dog left. There we go. Hopefully they'll bring back some good resources. What is this doing? Oh, this is just showing us, I guess, where we're at. Okay. Let's jump back into this. Okay, so we've got the good smoke going here. I'm trying to see, I wonder what we need here. I don't think we can do any more, because the scouts are all doing something. We've got 2 guys left here. Got 2 engineers. Of course, can we send the engineers? No. We can't send the engineers. Okay, so that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Let's leave it at that. I always try to hit escape to go back. Let's go and enter the forecastle. Let's talk to her. The dogs are growing restless. They had grown used to stirring of the waves against the ships. Now the sudden stillness have them unnerved. Good God, okay. They seem to be temperamental creatures. We're sure to be back on the water soon. They'll grow used to it in turn. I'm sure we'll be back on the water soon. It'll be okay. I do not think that as assured as you seem to. From where I stand, the ice seems unyielding. Well, with your negative nature, Cordell, I'm sure it is. Okay. Yeah, there you go, little buddy. Hey! Yeah! All right, let's get out of here. Let's go down below the deck. All right, so this appears to be kind of where the place had been. And the thing is that the boat is seemingly doing somewhat okay. Let's go check on everybody. Hey, buddy. Is there anything I could do for the crew? Sure. As far as cut up medical comforts, use medical comforts to instantly cure all crew. Med bay. Let's see here. We need... Is that person not in the med bay? Command to rest. Yeah, we kind of need him to rest. Okay, so use medical comforts to instantly cure... Let's do that. I won't be able to do that. It seems we've run dry of medical comforts. Ask the scientist to cook up. So we'll take one scientist here. I guess we could use all three. There we go. And now use the medical comfort. Thank you, Captain. They will be ready to work again starting today. Perfect. Yes. Nice. Good job. Good job, everybody. Okay, so we've got him nice and working. Well, not working yet, but we're going to be there pretty soon. We can enter the old cabin and look at the journal. Dogs are rested and available to be sent out. Another week on the ice. The ship holds barely. Okay. Let's return here. We'll go over here. Let's go on downstairs. So people are sleeping. Let's come in here. Grab a little bit. You lift a crate of tins from the shelves. Okay. Oh, I guess there's another one in there. Okay, we can... When gathering supplies, you can assign the amount to instantly gain. No, I'm not going to put anybody in here. I can help out with that. And this one over here, when manning the pumps, each assign will cure a random of freezing. Okay, so this one's probably beneficial to get one person working on that. And then let's go down below. See what we got in this room here. Anyone free for an interview and a portrait? Oh, good God, Kasha. Let's just view Kasha's photo library. Oh, okay. That's very nice. Oh, look at that. That's when we were on the water. Looks interesting. Wow. Definitely some good photos. Very nice. Sign a crew for an interview? Well, keep the people happy, whatever. We'll do an interview. 5 decorum, that's good. Okay. Alright, let's see here. We'll leave them to the interview. Let's come on down here and grab ourselves the coal. No, we don't need anybody in here. Let's come on back here. Hey, how's it going? Hammond, coal goes in, we stay alive. Really is that simple. Feed the furnace, okay. Put one in right there. Feed the furnace. Cures the crew of freezing. Well, we got 96 of 100. I suppose we could put one engineer here. Whatever. We'll put 2 engineers on that. Raise the temperature a little bit. It has negative 10 C. It is pretty warm. That could help a little bit. Okay. Oops. I always do that. This thing literally flies off. Like, this is how fast it moves. It's really weird because in the settings here, we have the panning speed is 3 and the zooming speed. So the zooming speed should be way faster, but it's the panning that for some reason does. I don't know. Let's see here. Got anything for the hoosh? Yes, I do. I'm gonna put that in there. 20 food. Perfect. Okay, so let's return. And upstairs we go. I think we've checked out all those things, so let's come on back here. Ah, all right. Let's see what requests we have. Oh, Kasha, come on in. Oh, no, Kasha. Good day, Captain. Well, as good as can be under the circumstances. Good day to you as well, Kasha. Something you require? I don't have time for greetings at the moment, Kasha. Good day to you as well. Yes, let's keep it nice. Well, I'll be sure to spare you any more obligatory small talk from here. In truth, there's something I've been meaning to ask of you. It's a matter I brought up with Captain Hunt, though he was less receptive. I'm not merely interested in the story of this expedition. I'm interested in the story of the people on this expedition. I see. Even more of a reason that you should not be on the ship. I mean, yes, that's wonderful. When the crew have the downtime, I would request that I would be allowed to conduct interviews with them. I'd like to know more about them, maybe learn more about what happened to Hunt. And you can see definitely that the game does not adapt to your choices. So I've already went ahead and actually had them, go ahead and interview, but yet they don't do that. So it's kind of weird. I see no issue there. Conduct an interview as you please. We don't have time for this at the moment, Kasha. Another time, perhaps. That's all well and good for you, but what are we to gain? I see no issue there. Conduct an interview as you please. Since she's already doing it. All right. Have a good day, Kasha. Thank you, Captain. You won't regret it. I'll mark anything useful I discover in the crew manifest. Send them to the Red Room on the lower deck when you can. Alright, so we've got gnomes here. Word around the crew is that we might end up having to move to the ice. We can't free the Temperance anyway. Would be wise to gather what we want to take off the ship with us if we do. Indeed, we'll need to prepare for what could be the inevitable. Now, I really don't see this. I see this as already as shelter because we're on a boat. So it's already sheltered and we have walls. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, though. It makes more sense to take from the thing but keep this. Why break this down to build another one if we already got one? If the water does lean up, we could then take it. You know what I mean? We can use the boat to get back home once next spring comes around. But for right now, it doesn't make a lot of sense, I don't think. Most of the tools are in the lower deck storerooms. The metal doors need some work to open, but it's worth what's inside. All right, well, let's talk to Mr. Glass. Captain Shaw, Mr. Templeton. It would appear that some of the crew haven't taken interest in the transmission radios we have on hand. So this is what I mean. They have transmission radios. So that's definitely later in the 1900s. But this lady's talking about having film take 2 hours to develop. It's weird. I can't put my thumb on when this is because so much of the things are this kind of primitive kind of research that they've got going on. But it's interesting. It's likely many of their first times see this technology. And they have odd ideas of what they're capable of. They believe another ship may pick us up if we monitor them. Ridiculous. They do not have the range to pick up another. Not out here. I said as much, but Mr. Turner was adamant that we spend the night monitoring them regardless. He would set me to run the concept by you, Captain. Well, it's worth the attempt, even if it's just to assure the crew. If it won't work, it's a waste of our time. We should focus on more productive matters. I think that this one is actually worth it. It is. It's worth the attempt, even if it's just to assure the crew, at least it's something that we can do. But picking up a signal this big, I mean, who knows? We don't know what's out there, and we don't exactly know if somebody else gets lost, you know? We'll definitely run into them, so put one on there. Good God, we don't have one. We can't do it. So this is a problem. Don't go through your boat. I did this. I went through the boat first. And you can see the problems that I'm running into. We can't put him on there. And we can't get these ones because they're already deployed. I don't think there's a way to unemploy them. Everybody has a role, except for one person, which is this guy, and he can't be put on it. So there's no way to do it. I kind of want to go back. Load save tree system. Yeah, let's do it the other way. No, that would be cheating. It would be cheating. Can't cheat, duck. Okay, it won't work. It's a waste of time. Just focus on more productive matters. Okay. As fantastical as it sounds, the technology just isn't there yet. I'll inform the crew. They likely won't be pleased, but it's a better alternative. Wasting manpower. Each person with the demoralization status effect will cause you to lose 5 decorum at the end of the week. Kasha may cure demoralization by interviewing. Okay. We've already got them focused. Let's talk here. The question persists as to how long the temperance can hold. Will we be able to wait out the ice? If there's no change by next week, abandoning the ship may be considered. I don't necessarily think that's a great idea. Here's the thing. You break down the whole boat, okay? We build on the side of the boat with the wood that we have, or we can try to go a distance, which means that people can get hurt. Or we can try to make it out on the boat and then go out and hunt and come back. That makes way more sense than doing it the other way. Look at everything. Everything is situated in here to the point that it can definitely do. Now, if you wanted to keep this and with some extras that we had, build something outside of the boat and have both, that makes sense. But this is the best cover we've got. We've got walls, and these ships were made to take on these storms, especially the Temperance that's going to this Arctic area. So it's built to withstand some cold. It makes no sense abandoning it. Let's see what we got up here. I think that we've already got them going. And we can hear it a little bit. York the Third. Oh, feel the air. Nothing better than cold wind to keep you awake. You're not a duck, York the Third, said Quilty. How many hours of sleep did you get at night? Well, one second thought, better not hearing it. I already know it isn't enough. Okay, we'll go down below here. I don't think we have anything else to do. And there is this option. And then, of course, we can go below. Oh, you can put him on that. You and Tucker charge into the room. It's full of food and ale. What? You're telling me that they couldn't get into the door before? I don't understand. With the water flooding in from behind, you have time to grab one item. Water flooding in from behind. Why is there water flooding in? I get it that we're stuck in ice, but we can't fix a patch? Inspect the ale kegs. Oh, tin rations, of course. Large unopened casket of 4 tin Apperton rations worth a total of 80. Okay. So definitely choose... We can inspect these two. 3 kegs of ale. Each of them can be used to cure demoralization. She can keep interviewing, though. But, the food's important. We've got 52. We definitely need the food. The room is flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. Wow, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Let's bust into this room. Oh, you can only use him once? What? So you're telling me the other... so you only can use him once a week, apparently. I don't think there's anybody else left. Yeah, this guy's missing. Such a jerk for leaving this whole group. Okay, so I guess that's gonna be it on that one. But we got all these different ones. I just don't understand. It doesn't allow us to go into the room, which makes not really much sense. Alright, so that one's already done. Let's go upstairs. Dinner time. The crew have their meal. Dinner is shared. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it's still bright light outside. Let's hear what they got to say. You know, as far as rations go, this is good. Junior sure knows how to prepare dinner, doesn't he? He's too good for a ship like this. We also have a Runt, you're pretty old, aren't you? Good eye, lad, better than mine. Why are you still working? You should be at home with your family. He's talking to this guy right here. This makes no sense. This guy is like one of the youngest in the ship. The other people are way older. I know. I said I would stop making fun of it, but I'm just saying it's just, I don't know. It's interesting. Runt, do you not have any children? I might do. Don't know any, though. Might have kids running around. Tucker says, more of the same tonight. Gnome says, well, I have to get used to it. Not much you can do with the ice. We'll figure out something to do, won't we? We'll have to. I mean, we really will. We will have to. Evening. Before we took off, Grimley and I stopped into the Greasy Spoon in the city, said Junior. Their sausage and eggs were perfect. Best I ever had. Now I'm trying to remember its damn name. It's left my head. I didn't take you for the sword to enjoy the city. Why didn't you write it down? We can really be a dick in almost all instances. It was likely by the docks. Just look around once we return, you'll find it. If it's still there when we return. Who knows when we'll be back? They could have closed down or fired their chef by then. Alright. What will it be this week? Gotcha. Well, we got lots of food in here. Lots of food. I got 4 on there. I'll put those in there. 40. 48. Yeah, I guess the 48 will plus it, so that should put me at what, 96 or 100, right? There we go. Yeah, exactly 100. So we'll return. And it's getting harder to play. Cold makes the fingers stiff. Power through it for the crew's sake. Have you tried playing closer to the furnace? It wouldn't be a complete loss if you stopped. Yeah. Not the same, said Grimly. Besides, Hammer would just throw the accordion in. Oh, good God. He stares at you before nodding to his hammock. All right. I should hit the hay, or well, hammock. I guess there ain't hay in there. So I think that's the gist of there. Well, there's 2 ones. We can enter the Templeton's room. Templeton! Good evening, Captain. It'll be some time before we see rescue. Perhaps you should be endearing yourself to your crew. For now, I'd like to learn more of you. I notice you're quite invested in the captaincy. Very well, Templeton. I'll spend more time with the sailors. For now, I'd like to learn, though. I really do. I'd like to know more about you, Templeton. You needn't do that. I would prefer to continue with our work. Fostering personal relationships is not a concern. I must retire for the evening. I'll see you for the morning's request. Goodness gracious, we lost loyalty asking him about himself. Some of these things that ain't making a lot of sense. Let's go over checking. Kurt, evening, Shaw. I've been thinking about our pay once we return to land lately. Don't mistake me for, an adventurous soul, but I do have an expense to pay. Before we departed, I received a letter from one of my daughters asking to cover the cost of her stage school. It would be a shame to promise a luxury only to attract it, don't you think? Do you not have enough money left over from your films? I wasn't aware you had a daughter, Kurt. I try not to make uncertain promises before you should follow my lead. I wasn't aware you had a daughter, Kurt. Yeah. 2, in fact. Both with the first wife. I'm flattered, but I really ought to be getting some rest, Shaw. Okay, let's go back in here. Anything more we can do with the dock? Good evening, Captain. Was there something you needed? If you need the latest medical report, I'll have it prepared soon. I was simply curious about you, Arthur. Hopefully he's not like Templeton, gonna be a dick. How have you been handling your nerves lately, Doctor? Good to see you aren't losing your focus. Keep it up, Nutley. I was simply curious about you, Arthur. Me? Oh, well, I'm nothing to be curious about, to be honest. I'm simply trying to get by, like others. I should probably finish the cleaning equipment. Gosh dang it, we should have told him to keep up the good work. Gotta get that decorum up, baby. We gotta get that decorum. Alright, I'm gonna go back downstairs. I'm gonna go check on her. See what she's got going on in the interview. Captain, on evenings like this, my good old friend Caroline and I would often play chess by the fireside. It makes me wish I had brought a board with me. It would have made for some light entertainment. Between your equipment and your awards, you packed enough as it is. Is the ice not interesting enough for you? A shame you didn't. I'd have enjoyed the game myself. I really would have. Indeed. Well, we can't turn back time, can we? Well, I suppose we can. Just have to make do with what we have. Perhaps Mr. Templeton brought something along. He seems the jigsaw puzzle sort. Tell me more. All right. View that. Leave. Kind of go back upstairs now. So we're kind of moving along now. We're getting through the thingamajiggies, and it's pretty good. And the decorum, we could get that up a little bit, but it feels like we're making progress. We got something going on right here. Captain, a word. I felt now as good time as any to review the wording in our contracts. You do remember what was written in your contract. Why is that relevant now? To be honest, I only skimmed the thing. I was already sold on the job. Of course I do. Yes. Huh? Of course I do. Consider Article 3, and I quote, "The member of the staff shall, throughout the period of such expedition, obey all commands of the captain and shall use his best endeavors to promote the success of the same." Let him continue. "And in the event of anything happening to the captain shall obey all commands of any member of the staff who shall be appointed by the captain in writing before his death. Let him continue. It being understood that the rest of the staff shall hold the same relations towards any member of staff so appointed as towards the captain, as appointed by the captain in writing before his death. Are you contesting my leadership? I don't understand. Was I not voted in as captain? This is really interesting, because I was voted in captain. The vote was held, settled what is only a temporary arrangement in the eyes of the law. Even then, you only made it through by a hair. Yeah, but you are the captain. Unless you somehow managed to wrestle a written transfer of captaincy from Hunt before his departure, in the eyes of the law, you are simply acting in his stead with no legal recourse to call upon. There is a chance Hunt and the deserters are still out there. Should we be reunited, your captaincy will indeed be called into question. Wait a minute. He's the guy who said they were dead. Now he's bringing up that they might come back? This man is nuts. He was going on, he even told everybody in the whole thing that they were dead. So why is he trying to mess with the situation again? This guy just causes problems. It's like Scrooge on a frickin' boat. You gotta be stuck with this guy. Crew are unlikely to choose a deserter over me. I'm still here. I see no issue in that. Wouldn't it be good to have our captain return? Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it as a positive so you can just take it, hike. You saw Hunt in his final moments with us. Do you trust that man to lead on the ice? The loyalty of the crew means everything. Templeton, all you want to do is cause problems, okay? And I get it that you're old and stinky and nobody likes you anymore. But just because of doesn't mean you need to be a dick to everybody around this whole boat. Even Duck thinks you're a dick, okay? You need to relax. Get them on your side, Shaw. Keep them on your side. That will come naturally. I do not intend to disappoint. I see. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Templeton. I have more important matters to deal with. I'm just going to say thank you so that this guy will just shut up. Thank you. Thank you, Templeton. There we go. Now he's got loyalty. He's all happy. Remember my word, Shaw. I suggest you start with the Stoke brothers. Seems I speak for many of the sailors. All right, we can go back down here. Go on back down. And let's see here. Can't do nothing there. It's possible that there might be something in here to do. Ye ever get the feeling you've been watched, Shaw? Couldn't shake that feeling that there was a pair of eyes on me while I was working there. There's two people in here, Hammond. Of course there's eyes on you, you dip. Yes, I'm sure there's a terrible undiscovered beast lurking in the... We can be sarcastic. You're overworked. You should get some proper rest. The isolation might be getting to you, Hammond. You're overworked. You should get some rest. I get sleep when I can. Oh, great. We lost loyalty for telling him to get some rest. Good God, this game does not make any sense at all. We're getting through it. Grips, not going to get rest anytime soon, are we? No, he's a dick. Could have used more hands. Hammond is worth 5 men, but even that. Good gosh. Guy won't take a break anyway. Coal goes in, we stay alive. Alright, feed the furnace. That one's good. Let's go back. Let's get in here. Let's grab some of that. I don't think that there's anybody more in here we can deal with. I think everybody's doing stuff. So we're gonna go back upstairs now. Shimmy shabby. Shimmy blah 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 blah. I can go back in here. Still don't see nothing. I'm just waiting for that captain to show up so I can kick him in the rear end. Crew member will be cured of their malnourishment. Crew member will be cured of their freezing. Good, good, good. Okay, so here we've got... Alright. We got the resource card. So, fuel rations. Fuel spent for the week. 1. So we're keeping that slightly above here, which is good. 48. You can kind of pump us to here. 2 crew members. So 1 crew member will be cured of freezing. And the fuel seems to be pretty good, but it's going to get colder, I think. So that's one thing. We put this down here. We're in the starvation. So we're going to have to keep that food at that ratio. I'm not going to go into starvation mode, and we've got a lot of good food coming here. So let's confirm rations, and hopefully they bring back some stuff. The dogs are out there. Cavity, Runt, and Quilly return from hunting with 3 fish. Yes! Gnomes and Lefty and Flick return from hunting with 3 crab beaters. We've got 1 demoralized. The dogs are rested and available to be sent out. Another week on the ice. The ship shan't hold much longer. Lefty is demoralized. 5 decorum. Okay. Week 6. 3 weeks at the Temperance. Right, so first things first, we're not going to do anything. We're going to first see what people need, because last time we did that, it caused problems. There's a whole bunch of people in here already. Templeton, Kurt, Cordell, and Hammond stand inside the beginning of the meeting. Well, Captain, it's been 3 weeks. Kurt tells me there's still no change in the ice. None. Best I can estimate, what change we will see won't free the ship. Because we're going to have to wait till spring, like I said. I predict the Temperance is more likely to be crushed under the pressure of the ice. No, I guess I didn't put that together. Could crush it. Cordell. And how long will that take? Few weeks at most. Fortunately, we may have to look at alternatives rather than waiting for the ice to break up. Are you certain it's a lost cause? Don't like the idea of leaving the ship. Such as, are you certain it's a lost cause, Kurt? You never know. But from what I've seen, I wouldn't take the chance. Leaving the Temperance and making camp on the ice is something we'll have to consider. Hammond says, aye, the longer we stay on the ship, the more fuel we're having to burn. Yeah, but they would have to burn fuel if they were on the ice. Not to mention risking another boiler incident. That makes no sense at all. Templeton says, yes, that matter almost cost lives. Heating a smaller camp burns through much less oil. And without fuel, fuel to survive a winter, we're dead. Don't think I need to tell you that. I would not be quite so quick to pack up and move out just yet. And why is that? Said Templeton. The ship is shelter. The ship is safety, says Cordell. Currently, there are quite a few hunting opportunities presented to us. We will need to gather more food if we are to survive, and the ship provides a safe area to hunt from. I agree. Darling says right, and most of the crew aren't ready to give up either. They're stubborn, just as any good crew should be. I would rather not play in stubbornness when lives are on the line. He has a point. Crew thinks we have to gave up too early. They'll resent the captain for it. Though we now have a serious blooding problem. We do? Says Cordell. You might have noticed if you'd left your damn forecastle. It's safer to take time to gather what we need before we leave, rather than raid the ship once we make ice. Well, the answer lies with the captain, said Templeton. Should we move off the ship this week? The flooding is problematic. I don't see that as a problem. We've got one room onto the whole thing. There is some flooding problems. It wants us to leave the boat. And it's true, but this is shelter. Not yet. We'll remain on the ship for now. Very well, said Templeton. When we remove the boiler from the furnace, that is when we make our move. When you feel we're ready to go, just go to the boiler room and give the order. All right, let's take requests. All right, Cordell, come on in. Captain, my dogs appear to be struggling in the on-deck kennels. They require a more secure form of shelter from the environment. Dogloos, I believe they're called. Yes, I will require some hands to work on constructing them. It is for the health and safety of the pack. We do need the dogs, Ducky, don't we? I mean, Ducky, I think that the dogs represent a very good need. They do. Put some of the crew to work on it. The dogs are secure enough. I don't see reason to build them another shelter. I'm afraid I cannot spare the hands. The dogs will just have to make do. I'll put some crew to work on it. Thank you. We must focus on keeping the dogs safe. Without them, the crew stands a little chance of safety themselves. Let's talk to Tucker. Tucker, mast was damaged when the ship was being tossed a while back. You know? And, yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. Best get someone to fix it before the temperance is free. But, free, said Templeton. Yeah, the ship could come loose at any moment. Heading up to repair the mast is a dangerous task. We don't even know if this ship will sail if the ice clears, said Templeton. Well, it will be worth it, though, you know. I mean, I agree, it's worth the risk. It's unnecessary. The ship isn't going anywhere soon. Someone could get injured. I'd rather avoid that. I mean, we should keep the boat in safety. We're gonna have to fix it sometime soon, and I like keeping the boat fixed. This is our shelter. I agree, it's worth the risk. We need somebody with good hands. Let's see here. Good hands to work on it. Specialists, all these typhoonages. Engineers. Scouts. Okay, we need 2 people. A lawyer. Demoralized. I don't know, this could get him happier. And let's put gnomes on it. Firm orders. Agree, it's worth the risk. 12, decorum. Very nice, very nice. We raised the decorum. Good job. Thank you, Tucker. Mr. Zach, come in here. I was summoned by Mr. Templeton. Yes, Mr. Isaac, this is regarding your personal item. Well, what do you mean? I felt it pertinent to let the captain know that you were carrying a weapon. Excuse me? Templeton, why did you not tell me this earlier? Seriously, Templeton, I am the captain and you've held this from me. What in the hell? I mean, we could have used this for hunting. I deliberated on it. If it was worth bringing to your attention, of course it was worth it to my attention. We could have used it for hunting, Templeton. Ultimately, I decided it was worth discussing. Perhaps this is my unfamiliarity with expeditions, but I was surprised others did not bring an item to protect themselves. Many of the crew cannot afford such an item to themselves, Mr. Zack. Captain, it's up to you on what you do with the revolver. With all due respect, this is my personal item, Captain. It is the captain's right to requisition any weapons on the ship that includes your own. You are free to hold on to it, Mr. Zach. Be careful. I cannot allow a single person to hold on to a weapon. Hand over the revolver, Mr. Zach. That weapon will be more useful in the hands of Cordell for the hunts. Mr. Zach, this is about what we need on this vessel. We need some sort of thing to hunt with. You holding on to the weapon when we could use it to kill something to get more food for the whole crew. You should have came way before. Hand over. Loyalty, revolver, good. Very well, Captain. I understand. We would do well to avoid creating an imbalance of power among the crew. Shut it, Templeton. I doubt the sailors would take too kindly to such a thing. Grimley, come on in. What's going on here? There's a rumor going around amongst the crew. I wasn't in on it. They're saying the ship is haunted by the ghost of Captain. What? Stokey, come. Templeton says, what a ridiculous tribe. I agree, Templeton. This is stupid. I mean, absolutely, we cannot allow rumors like this to run rampant. We just can't. Confirm your orders. We cannot allow rumors like this to run rampant. The place is not haunted. Damn it, said Lord. Crew won't be best pleased just stopping their stories. Well, goodness gracious. It's better than allowing fear and superstition to run wild. Good point, Templeton. Aye, said Grimley. Finish request. All right. Head to the boiler when you wish to abandon ship. I'm not abandoning the ship. I suggest we do sooner rather than later. We will not abandon Templeton. Shut the hell up. God damn, man. Always coming into my whole thing trying to tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do. You bing bong. All right, let's go downstairs. Let's enter the forecastle. Hey! All right. Oh. What's going on, doggy? Let's go down here. And click this one. See if we need anything. Doctor. Is there anything I can do for the ship? No, I think you're doing just great. Doing perfect. Let's look at what we got here. Into the old room. Nothing there. Nothing down there. Alright. Grab one of those. Okay. Food. We'll feed the hoosh. Oh, we got a whole bunch of food, don't we? Refresh one available. Okay, this is gonna be great. Oh, everybody's gonna be so happy. Let's put 3 on there. That's 18. That's 36. 46. There we go. Perfect. Good gosh. Alright, so we got that up and going. Come on over here. We gotta get this thing going up. We really do gotta get this working. He's demoralized, so he can't do anything. Loyal to Grimley. Two of these engineers. Get them working the pumps, probably. This is important. Firm orders. Good, we got them working on that. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Okay. Anyone free for an interview? Yeah, we'll assign the interview to hopefully the guy that was demoralized. There we go. Perfect. That'll get the decorum back up on that. Alright, let's come over here. Bust down one of these doors. One is flooded, running the items useless. Okay. Let's come into this room. grab first a little bit of that. I think we'll put 2 people in there, 1 sack of coal each. Actually, no. I'm just gonna put 1. No, actually, we're not putting anybody in there. We need a few guys to go out. I'll fill it up myself. Come down to the depths, eh? She goes. So do we. Let's put that in the furnace. Ask engineers to raise the heat. Here's freezing. Well, freezing is negative 13 right now. Let's see here. How are we doing? It appears everybody is staying so far so warm. Okay, so that's good. Let's leave. Let's come up here. Upstairs. Upstairs. Okay, so we need to get... We got some fish right here. We can definitely send somebody on this quest to get that. I don't know. I'm guessing sending 3 people. So let's put one of these guys. Actually, no, I don't want them out there. Can I send a scientist? 2 fish each for each scientist. Okay. Well, the fish is definitely going to help us. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that one. That's going to bring us back 4 fish right there. So they got that. Mark down the hunt. Okay. And then I need to figure out what else is out here. So this one right here, send a scout. What's he find here? Okay. Send another scout. All right, so they got seals right there. Perfect. So on this one, on this expedition, I'm thinking we could send one more of these guys, or we can send... Yeah, preferably... We'll send those 2. We might need 1. I think we need 1 of these guys. Well, why can't we send 2 people? Large game is dead. Despite how many people are assigned, a person will be wounded. I don't understand why it won't let me... Oh, there's that guy. There's this. No, it won't let me. What the heck? Why will it not let me do that? We'll send somebody right here. It won't let me confirm there either. Okay. See what I mean by the game being clunky? It's so weird sometimes. I have absolutely no idea why it won't let me do that. Okay, so let's click this. Scout. Now it won't let me confirm orders there. Because we don't... Oh! We don't have enough pups. Oh, now I got mad for no reason. Alright, nobody saw that. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Let's feed the crew. They should be pretty happy with the food. Crew have their meal. Crew return to their post. The hammocks are unfurled. Preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it's still bright and light outside. And I swear, when the hook came swinging, Captain Hunt had to pull me down. It's 5, 6 years ago. I had no clue what I was doing, but both of us nearly lost an eye that day. Same expedition. Ward lost his arm. Half the time, I don't think Hunt knew what he was doing, either. I'm sure he did. He seemed a good captain. He was quite an interesting man. Well, you have a new captain now. I'll steal you right. He was quite the interesting man. Ah, he is. Did you need something? I heard stories about Hunt, and I was curious. I'd like to know more about the man. Just checking in on my crew. Wanted to commend you both for keeping spirits high. You did a good job, everybody. Well, it's still business as usual. I can still cook up a good meal. Nothing has changed there. Worried about the vote, aren't you? Oh, is that it, Shaw? I don't care about that. I generally am checking in. I'm curious why you voted the way you did. Why would I be worried? The vote passed. I don't care about that. I'm just checking in. Are you now? All right, let's leave it at that, Grimly. Nice of you to check in, Shaw, but I think it's time the crew called it a night. Grimly walks off. He should learn to show me some respect. I am his captain. This crew was awfully fond of hunting. Is there an issue I'm not aware of? A word to the wise, Robin. I have nothing against you, but we sure don't know you either. It's gonna take more than simple pleasantries during Grimly's trust. Served from Captain Hunt once, and he started demanding them every time. Can only have them early into a trip, though. Greetings don't keep that long. Stop, you're making me hungry. I'm sure you can make something similar with what we have. Hunt was fond of your cooking, wasn't he? Yeah, maybe you can make something similar. Now that is a challenge. Don't know how that would turn out for us, Shaw. I should hit the hay. Okay, he's gonna hit the hay and then miss the water. Got used to playing on a rocking ship. Start feeling sick when I'm off too long. First person I met to suffer land sickness. You'll get used to it, I assure you. I miss it myself, that sense of constant movement, nothing else like it. Yeah, I like that statement. Ah, you get it. Don't like stillness. I like the feeling like I'm going somewhere. I said that before nodding his hammock. Okay, so he's nodding at the hammock. So I think we've got everything worked out now. I wonder how my editor will find my report in this finished state. It was a nightmare getting my plague story published. Only Daily Appeal was willing to pick it up, and they were hardly the most reputable of papers. You did wonders for their reputation, I understand. I don't like the idea of our story being told by a common rag. Whoa. After your award win, I'm sure any other paper would take you on. That's true. The Daily Appeal is far from a perfect newspaper, but they trusted my writings when no other did. Faith like that shouldn't go unrewarded, I think. I need to finish developing these. Thanks for stopping by, though. Alright, let's bust into another one here. I'm going to take one of these guys. Bust in. You and Cavity charge into the room. Inside you can see supplies of tin lemons, a hunting shotgun, a bolt-action rifle, and some flares. With the water flooding in from behind, you have time to grab 2 items. Okay, so definitely... Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, we've got... Inspect the flares, definitely. Bright light and heat without an explosion for alerting humans and alarming wildlife can be carefully disassembled for fuel. Okay. Inspect the bolt action. Bolt action rifle with poorly aligned sights, ineffective against smaller targets. Okay. An old-fashioned double-barreled buckshot rifle. Slow, cumbersome to load. 4 supplies. Each of them can be used to cure of scurvy. Ooh, okay, that could be really important if we get hungry. This is interesting. I'm gonna choose the flares. Yep, definitely the flares. Enough time to grab one more item. And I'm gonna definitely say the tin lemons, because anybody get into scurvy, we've got lemons. That'll be real. Yep. Room is flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. Okay, so we've got those 2 down. Bust into another one. Come on! Boom. You and two Johns charge into the room. It's full of specialist tools and equipment. With the water flooding in from behind you, you have time to grab 2 items. Oh, I didn't grab another gun in the last one because we got the gun from, whatever that one guy is, Mr. Shoddy or something. Let's inspect the digging tools. These should make quick work against pressure ridges, thick snow, and hunting and scouting. With these tools, the furnace may be better maintained, improving its efficiency. That's a big thing. Inspect the Apton. Apton crates treated and sealed to keep shipments of peaches fresh. Okay, that's not really gonna help. Kegs of ale, each of them could be used to cure demoralization. Definitely choose the engineering tools. Let's get engineering tools, alright. There's enough time to grab one more. Goodness gracious. I'm definitely gonna say choose the digging tools because the ale, we can use her to stop the demoralization by interviewing people. So the digging tools. You rescue the digging tools. The room is flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. Okay, let's go into this one. Boom through the door. You and Tashi charge in the room. It's full of various tools and a crate of tinned lemons. With the water flooding in from behind you, you have time to grab 2 items. Inspect the medical tools. The doctor should be able to see more than one patient at a time with these. Well, that could be. We already got digging tools. We already got engineerings. And we've already got tinned lemons. So definitely the first one is going to be choosing the medical tools. You rescue the doctor's equipment. There's enough time to grab one more. Oof, I'm going to definitely say inspecting the engineer tools. With these tools, the furnace may be better maintained, improving efficiency. There's enough time to grab one more item. I'm going to choose those. Yep. Alright, so 20 fuel, max fuel is increased to 140. Heck yes. The room is flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. Boom shakalaka. And I don't think we have a 4th person here. Oh yeah, we do. Boom. You inflict charge to the room. The wooden floors of the furniture are buckled enough to take apart easily. You can also spot crates labeled as spare flags and luxury items. With the water flooding in from behind you, you have time to grab one. Inspect the timber. Much of the room has become buckled by the ice, allowing it to be easily stripped for timber, worth a total of 102. And 102, well, the thing is, that's not going to help because our max is 140. Inspect the crate of luxury items. Flags from the Temperance are folded neatly inside. You also find a chessboard and a football. In total, they'll provide 20 maximum. Yes, we want that. So choose the luxury items. There we go. Yes! The room is flooded, rendering it useless. Okay. Grabbing here. I don't think anybody is... No, everybody's doing something at this point. I think that's the gist. Okay. Up a daisies. Nope, I flick-flacked it. He can't do anything, and he's not doing anything, and up the stairs we go. Talk to this guy. It's rather morbid, Shaw, but the last conversation had me wondering about those children of mine. Specifically, I wondered on whether I'd ever see them again. It's not something you should imagine, I know, but the threat always exists on these expeditions. I signed on knowing that. Best not to think about these things, Kurt. We need to carry faith that we will survive. They must be proud to have you as a famed explorer for a father. Are you close with your children? Yeah, let's keep his spirits up. They're proud of you. Nope, that knocks the loyalty down. Don't say that they're proud of him. God dang it. It's such a difficult task to keep these people happy. There are only so many gifts you can send them from across the sea, Robin. I'm flattered, but I really ought to be getting some rest, Shaw. All right. Doctor. All right. Goodbye, Doctor. We haven't been able to talk to the one guy in a long time. Enter old Captain Templeton's. Templeton! Captain, if you find yourself stricken with boredom, I do have a book I would recommend. A textbook on different classes of wild flowers. The topic is more interesting than it may seem, I assure you. I would enjoy that, Templeton. This is a topic that fascinates you. I doubt that we will have much application on the ice. I would enjoy that, Templeton. Thank you. I'll be sure to bring it to you when I have a chance then. Okay. Up a daisies. Got something over here. Still no signs of change, I take it. Afraid not, Templeton. Ice is yet to budge. Moving to the ice looks more and more to be a necessity, as I see it. You may just be right, chum. Your team of scouts best be keeping their focus. We cannot find a way from this pack. The two notice you. Ah, Captain. I wouldn't worry about the ice. My team will find a path, I have no doubt. They best. Temperance certainly won't be moving anytime soon. Eddie's Kurt, you're doing a good work. We're not distracting our navigator, Mr. Templeton. Eddie's Kurt, you're doing good work, yes. There we go. Thank you, Captain. I promise my team won't go, won't be getting lazy. Certainly not the place for it, said Templeton. Mr. Zack, what do you have in your pocket? What does it matter to you? Hunched over, clutching something is suspicious. I'm holding an egg, said Gnomes. An egg? Why? Said Zack. Keep my hands warm. Boiled eggs. Boiled egg keeps heat. That's rather ingenious. We know the code. Better than you lot anyway. Okay, well, I think that's just about the gist of it, guys. Go over to Captain's quarters. Nothing to do here. Down into the Celta. Up over here. Let's hit the E. Crew might be cured of their malnourishment. Food rations are doing really good. Fuel spent of the week. I'll take 24 down on it. Decorum will drop by 10. I'm getting that decorum up right now. We're going to have to find more ways to get that, because with a 48, it's going to kill us there. Oh, gosh. I think I can take the 10. If it'll put us back at 56, we might be able to find decorums elsewhere. I've got to keep that good, because this will hit us 24. We're still over 100. And when it gets really cold, we're going to need to burn more. So confirm rations. Mr. and Mrs. Gloss, Gnomes at Runt, return from hunting with 4 fish. The dogs are rested and available to be sent out. Another week on the ice, naked in the wind. Mr. Zack raised their spirits, speaking to Kasha, no longer demoralized. Runt is no longer malnourished, and Lefty is no longer demoralized. Okay. Week 7. 4 weeks on the Temperance Camp. There we go. Let's come on down here and look what we got there. Let's bring him in. Who do we got? Oh, it's the Grimley. All right, that's good. Hello, Grimley. Shaw. Put a stop to those rumors going on about Hunt. That's simple. The sailors do seem to listen to you. You'll not be hearing them whispers again. Thank God. Is that really all my requests today? My God. Not very much, Templeton. Well, I guess we'll finish up on those. Captain, I would find it wise to have a word with your journalists among our crew. For whatever reason, I'd allowed for a photographer with no sailing experience to tail alongside this expedition. As it stands, Kasha Belford's record is what will stand the test of time when the expedition is spoken of. And it would seem she's not made of allies of the crew. Really. Kasha, she doesn't seem the type to make enemies. How so? Is it necessary she make friends of the crew? She's here to record history. I don't think she seems like the type to make enemies. I mean, she seems pretty cool. Yes, no sailing experience, but then again, she's fun to have around at least. You know, Kasha, she doesn't seem the type to make enemies. Not with a purpose or malice, Captain, but the sailors of the crew are, they are a private lot. They do not take kindly to prying eyes or landlubbers, as they would say. Remember, Captain, she controls your story. It's best to have a word and get things straight. Remember, Shaw, reputation can be fragile. You do not need an unflattering image at a time like this. Okay, well, I don't know about that. He's always kind of pissed off. He's always kind of that type of guy, making those things. Just an interesting person. He's never really happy. Tucker. Effing hell! What is it this time, Tucker? These bloody six. They aren't worth the crap I step in every day. Just the only man I know who can step in crap on the ice, mate. Ha! You bloody right. Let's go in here and check on the puppies. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? Hey. Oh. Okay, so nothing going on there. Let's flick and flap down here. See what we got going on. Talk to the good old doctor. Doctor, how we doing, buddy? We doing good? Anything I can do for you? The med bay. Anybody need it? I think we're all pretty good right now. Everybody is looking great there. Looking good here. Reputations. Not very good with Grimly. That's looking all fascinating. All right, let's come on over here. We can go into the science room. What in the heck is in here? Okay, so we can get things working again. What does it say? Wait a minute. For each, you can assign to gain 3 decorum instantly, as well as research for your expedition. Okay, well, before we do that, before we touch anything here, let's just see if we need anything. There's nothing else that I'm seeing in these positions. Alright, Zach raised spirits. Nothing there. Let's come on downstairs. Grab the food. Put that one in there. Best make use of the kitchen while we can. Feed the hoochie. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, we got a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh yeah! There we go. Creative spoiled rations. What? Spoiled? Causes malnourishment. Okay, so that's not going to be worth it now. Oh, no. I want to use that. Alright, so we'll add the 24 to it. 6 foods. Okay, that's good. Come on back here. What we got in here going? Alright, when manning the pumps, each assigned, 1 will instantly cure a random of freezing. Okay, we definitely need somebody in here. Let's get definitely these 2 people working. I think. Stop them from freezing. It's not too cold yet, but I want to keep that down. 2 available crew right there. Okay. Let's go down here. Let's see. So we can't go into any of these, I don't think, because we've gotten everything that we could here. I'm going to grab that coal. on back here. There we go. When was the last time you slept, Chief? I got a good couple hours in a while back. A couple? You're going to work yourself to death before we even make land. Heard that before. But it hasn't bloody happened yet. Back to work. Alright, we gotta help out him. You're just gonna keep standing there or give us something to burn. Let's feed the furnace. There we go. Feed the furnace. I'm gonna give him a few people here. Doesn't look like it. I need somebody to help out down here. I'm afraid of him working to death. So let's see, what's he at right now? I think Hammond would be part of the specialist, I think. Here he is. He's loyal to Hammond, okay. He's a lead engineer. So we can help him a little bit, probably. Let's do that. Come into this room right here. At least to give him somebody. Maybe just one person. Gathering supplies, you can assign an amount, instantly gain that many items. Okay. Well, really, we don't really need any. Yeah, I guess we don't really need that many. It's better getting them out there. And then whatever we have left over, we can just do that. You know what I'm saying? So here, we need to take the seals down. We need 2 people that are super scary. So I'm thinking of somebody. These are all salt-born. Sailors and stuff like that. Oh, the Kurt. Somebody... Yeah, they're gonna get hurt. It's difficult for me to figure out who to pick here. Large game is there. Despite how many people are assigned, one will be wounded. It'll bring a lot of meat, though, to the table. And that's what I need. I need meat. I got the doctor with tools. Okay. Send them. So they're doing that. Research a pressure ridge. What the heck is that? For each you assign decorum instantly. Research for your expedition. Well, I'd say put all 3 people on that then. Yeah. Alright. What do we got here? Open that up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Can we get one more? Yeah, we can. Send them all. There. Everybody's going out. What I'm realizing is this, it's just kind of like Frostpunk. Sending them out is actually probably more worth it. And I think everybody's doing something now, right? Except one of the scouts. Okay. One of the scouts needs something. Oh, we're totally out of dogs. So we can't do anything there. Can we put one more person down there? I was just wondering, can a scout do this job? I don't think they can, but it's worth a look here, isn't it? Yeah, they can. Alright, I think everybody is working now. Oh, except these 2 people. I suppose she needs fuel for the week. I asked the engineers to raise the heat, cures crew of freezing. No, we don't want to burn anything more. I'm helping him out already. That one can't be done. So I'm wondering what else I mean, this one. Okay, so in here, we can actually get a few people. Put 2 of these people right there. Confirm that. And everybody should be working now. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. 10 lemons. And of course, I got this rusted, prepared, soggily exhumed from the temperance. And then a sack of coal. Oh, I know I got this sack of coal. Why haven't I put that in there? Yep, I'll feed the furnace. Let me feed that. Feed the furnace with that. That'll give me 12, which is just what I need. Pack it off. There we go. I think this is working pretty well. Eat it up. Dinner's emptied by a torrent of flooding. Oh no. The crew are alarmed. Freezing. Freezing status effect will become the severe status effect. Frostbite after a week, unless cured. With frostbite will die after a week. Frantic arguments break out. Some even now insist on staying on board. Most argue to take the furnace from the boiler and abandon ship right now. Okay. Well, just gotta figure this out. Everything was going good. And get it back to... Okay, what the... Where is the whole group? Alright, well, they appear not to be anywhere now. One of the Tempest team tried to talk to me while I was working. They were going on and on about their spouse or something. Ended up telling me to F off. Think they got the message. You could have been somewhat more diplomatic. You have a full permission to do so anytime your work is interrupted. Come on. Come now, Hammond. Are you married yourself? Do I look married to you, Captain? None of your business anyway. Alright, well, alright. I think that's the end of this week. We did the best that we could. Into the next day. So we'll keep the fuel rations up to this. We'll see if we can fix the stuff, stop the flooding, and we'll just have to keep holding it out. I think, though, stay on board is the way. Returned from hunting with 2 elephant seals. Holy crap, that's a lot of meat. Mr. Zack and Mr. Gloss returned from hunting with 3 research. Tashi, Cavity, and York at the 3rd returned from hunting with 5. The dogs are rested and available sent out. Another week on the ice. 2 Johns become freezing on the sled hunt. 2 Johns was wounded. Miss Gloss became freezing on the sled hunt. Tasha became freezing on the sled hunt. Flick has been cured of their freezing. 2 Johns' freezing has progressed into frostbite. Miss Gloss is demoralized, and Flick is demoralized. This is going to be the tough week. This is the tough one right here. What the heck? What was that? You can't escape? Dead. What? What do you mean? Oh, come on. Just because I didn't leave the boat? Oh, come on. That's not how it would go. They wouldn't all just die. Really? Just because you didn't leave the boat? I feel like this game, it tells you it's going to give you choices, but that's not really what it is. Everybody's dead. She's gone. You, along with the rest of your expedition and your hopes of rescue, now lie at the bottom of the unforgiving ice. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of hours for I don't know. It's an interesting game. I'll say it's quite interesting. It's not my huge cup of tea. Just because there's a lot of intercollecting, like kind of holes in the story and stuff like that. I did argue quite a bit with it because it's just, some of it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, they want you to get off the boat, but okay, you should be able to stay on the boat. Then they're like, oh, well, the entire thing collapsed instantly. Well, come on. The boat is made to be busting through pieces of ice. I mean, that's what it does. So it's able to hold pressure quite well and stuff like that. And if there were cracks, if the outside, the ice is frozen, it wouldn't become flooding in. You know, it's already been stuck at that spot. It's been frozen over for quite a while. You got to think of a boat, you know, down. If it was already stuck there because the ice froze over, I don't know. So it's just a weird, kind of a weird game and stuff like that. Not my favorite, but I would like to see, you know, kind of some of the different turnabouts. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.